How crucial is it this week? It's that you really do take care of business solidly, and there's no room for doubt.
Right. It's crucial every week to come out and perform how we should perform to our standard. So we just gotta keep playing like we've been playing. The offense played well last week. We had a few mistakes, but if we didn't have those mistakes, the score would have been a lot more impressive than I guess what it showed. But yeah, I think if we keep playing like we do, everyone does their job. We'll score a lot of points, and we'll hold them. We'll be fine. We'll be good. Yeah, it's important.
You guys thinking about what do we have to do to get in that playoff?
I mean, that thought's there, but you can't do that. You can't think about that because Indiana, they're in our way, and you don't want to overlook them because it's a Big Ten football team, and if someone slips up, so you can't do that. You got to focus on what's important now, which is Indiana and beating Indiana. So that's what we got to focus on.
If you beat Indiana, you go back to the Big Ten title game. How big of a deal is that for you guys?
Oh, huge, fell short last year, and that still hurts. That was actually my first start, was that game. And
so it was your fault.
No, I played well that game. But yeah, I want to get back there and, win the Big Ten. That's what we can control, is winning that conference. So that's what, we got to do, but we got to beat Indiana first. So yeah.
What makes JT Barrett such an effective runner?
An effective runner. First, we got to get our job done up front. So everyone has to do their job there, and pretty much everybody on the offense has to do their job. And if everyone does their job like we've been doing recently, then opportunities are there for him to make plays. And I think he has good vision. He knows where to run the ball, and he's not the fastest guy, but I don't know how they didn't catch him on Saturday. We were watching the film. There's like 7 guys around him, and JT's outrunning them all. That's awesome. But he's got good vision. Just good reads. Knows where to run the ball. Everyone's doing their job too.
Is there anyone on this team that he could beat in a sprint?
I don't think so.
You?
Oh, I'm faster than JT. just kidding. No, but JT, he's a great guy, great quarterback.
Hey Pat, you and Tyvus and a few other guys committed to this program at a time where it wasn't what it is today. Can you talk about what you remember about that decision to when the coaching staff was in flux a little bit? And
right.
Why was Ohio State the choice no matter what, and why did you commit during such a tough time?
Right, like you just said, Ohio State was my choice no matter what. I grew up in Central Ohio. I'm from Columbus. Always wanted to be a Buckeye. Followed this program ever since I could remember. And if you're from Ohio, especially Central Ohio, this is the place to be. And just winning was a tradition here, and I wanted to be a part of this. And no matter what was going on, I wanted to be a Buckeye. So, right when I got the call, it's like I'm in. I was waiting on it.
Pat, honestly, were you surprised that he scored on that run as you watched it?
Yeah. I was like, all right, now you got to run all the way down there and run a play. And I was like, well, no, I don't. I scored. That's a great feeling when you see someone, or especially able to make a long pass. Like, wow, that was easy. Now I got to go sit down.
You guys went sleeveless. Could you talk about
that
decision?
O-linemen, the slobs, we don't wear sleeves. It's just kind of, like an O-line thing. I guess it shows toughness, and, it's kind of what we're about. So, yeah, we weren't going to wear sleeves,
How cold would
we were the snow slobs, what we were saying.
How cold did you get, or would you even admit being cold?
It was kind of cold. The first couple series, we were sitting on the steel bench, the offensive line was. But then the defensive was sitting on the warm one, and when they would go out and play, we would go sit on it. After the first couple of series, we went and sat on it. But that bench was awesome. That was a game changer.
Did anyone threaten to break ranks? Was there any offensive lineman who's almost gave in?
No, we weren't going to let.
Come on, Taylor Decker, come on.
No. Taylor wasn't. Nope. None of us were. Yeah, they did, but whatever. Our starting 5, we weren't going to wear them.
How aware of some of the younger guys on this team that this senior class doesn't have a championship ring of any sort, and it's been a while since a 4-year group's come through and left without one.
Right. We say that sometimes. Some of the seniors will say that. I don't have any rings, I don't have any championships. That's why, that's why we came here. I'm quoting some, that's why we came here to win championships, And when they say that, like, that just kind of hits me. I'm just like, wow, that's not right. That's not, Ohio State. So that's what we're out here to do this year, every year. Win championships in November, compete for championships. That's what we're here to do for the seniors.
You redshirted, which is not something Urban Meyer really likes to do. It's
Right.
a little different with offensive linemen. But how much do you think it benefited you and the other linemen?
Oh, it definitely benefited me a lot. My freshman year, just being on scout team and going against like Hankins and Simon and those guys, and just like transitioning to this level of play where like if you mess up, it doesn't really matter because you're on scout team. I mean, it does because you're trying to give the defense a good look, but like, there's not really any pressure, so you can kind of just go out there and play and kind of get acclimated to this level of football. And I got so much better doing that, and then just kind of transferred over to learning the offense after that, and kind of why you're doing this, and just it all just kind of came together, and it's benefiting me a lot now.
Pat, it's getting kind of late in the year. Will you guys get together Tuesday and watch like the announcement of where the rankings, where people?
Yeah, that's always the time when we're done with practice and we're up eating dinner. So we didn't plan it that way. That's just how it is, We have TVs up there, we're all eating dinner, and we'll all watch it. So everyone's always up there watching it.
What's like your initial takeaway? Like last week, when you see the rankings come out and you see where you guys are, the top 4 get in.
Right.
Like, what's your initial takeaway? Your initial reaction to it?
Only thing we can control is winning every game that we can, and winning the Big Ten. So, I see the rankings, and it's like, you want to be in the top 4, but you have to control what you can control, and then the rest is really up to whoever decides that. So. It doesn't really affect me that much just because I'm so focused on what we got to do to put ourselves in the best situation for postseason play. But it's really just you got to control what we can control.
Did y'all boo when y'all saw it? Did y'all throw rolls at the screen?
No.
Did y'all cheer? What was the reaction when you saw number 8 last week?
Just got to win. Got to keep winning.
Does anyone ever bother to say something mean about an offensive lineman on Twitter?
Say something mean?
Yeah, I mean, because some of your teammates have been targets for Twitter barbs from...
Oh, yeah. I think after the Virginia Tech games, I was like, I always kind of look and see what people say. And someone said, I forget what it was, that the starting 5 could be a bunch of llamas or something. I thought it was so funny, so I started tweeting back at him. And you can go back through my Twitter, you'll see I put a depth chart up, and I had like the little emojis of I think it was like a camel or something, but it looked like a llama. I was like, right tackle, llama, right guard, llama, center, llama. I had like the whole kind of depth chart. I thought it was funny, but yeah, that was really been it ever since.
Yeah, Coach Smith.
Got another one. Never mind. Go ahead.
No.
You go ahead. Is better than
No, go ahead. I'm good. I don't have any more comments on
You
that.
caught that tweet?
No, it's something else.
No, Coach Smith brought it up to us because apparently Jalen was getting some stuff shot at him from fans. Is that like disappointing? Like when you do look at it and you go like, I mean, you had fun with it, but is it like?
Yeah, because that wasn't really a harsh tweet, the one that they said about the offensive line. I mean, I guess it was, but not really. I had fun with it. But yeah, some of that stuff, especially coming from like Ohio State fans, like that's unacceptable. Like, put yourself in his shoes and be out there in the cold trying perform at this level. Like, it's not easy. People think it's like easy. Like, no, we work our tails off to try and be good at what we do. And people say that stuff like, get out of here, man. Like, what are you talking about?
Pat, Urban Meyer said he's had a couple of Heisman candidates. Obviously, Tim Tebow won it. He knows what they're about. He is basically endorsing JT as a Heisman candidate anyway. Do you feel like you are playing with a special player now that maybe you didn't feel that way 6, 8, 10 weeks ago? I mean, what has he proven to you, I guess, over 10 weeks?
Definitely just, we got a great quarterback in the backfield. And, it's awesome listening to him talk, before the games. Like I said before, like what he says before games is just, it's awesome, like everyone will say some rah stuff before games, try to get hyped, but his is like, it's real, it's like from the heart, he really means it. And, like you said, he's a special guy back there. and when everyone does their job, it allows him to, you know, make his plays that he's been making, you know, and yeah, JT is awesome, and we love JT.